problem yet? Why does this problem sound familiar? Did I already do this problem in here? No? Okay, the basketball team ordered pizza and soda. Their bill came to $42.50. They ordered 13 items. Each pizza was 10. Each soda was $1.25. So how many pizzas and sodas did they order? You could guess and check, right? Because they only have 13 items. So on the quiz, it's better to at least guess and check and get what the answer is. Like if you try, whatever, 3 pizzas, 10 sodas, or 5 pizzas, 8 sodas. You know that it has to add up to 13. But to show on the quiz that you know how to solve things algebraically, you're going to have to set up your equations and then show substitution or elimination. So what is x? How many pizzas and how many sodas? So you want x to be pizzas maybe and y to be sodas. So if they ordered 13 items total, what should my first equation be? How do I say that there are 13 of them? Yes. X plus y equals 13 is my first equation. And then what is another equation that deals with the money? How much does each pizza cost? 10x. 0.25y has to be, my total bill was $42.50. So I should be using all the information from the problem. So this could work as substitution or elimination. If you like elimination, you could multiply through and get rid of like the x's. But if you like substitution, you could solve up here for x or y and substitute it into the bottom equation. So I'm going to choose elimination because multiplying by -10 is pretty easy to do on that top row. So if you want to do substitution, maybe I can do substitution on the next example. So I'm going to multiply through by -10 and rewrite that top equation as -10x, -10y, and -130. Multiplying by -10 is pretty easy. And you want to make sure, some of you were forgetting to distribute to the number. So if it helps you to not make a mistake, sometimes I draw an arrow to show that I have distributed it to all 3 terms. And then see how my x's add up to 0. Now you can use a calculator. So if you want to do 1.25 minus 10 on a calculator and $42.50 minus $130 on a calculator, write down below what you would get. So $1.25 minus 10, is that -875? So -875y equals, now you do the other side, 42.50 minus 130. Who doesn't have a calculator at their place? Anyone? Over there, so you have one. You have one in your pocket. You have one, Henley? You have one? So we have this one. We have this one. Oh, look, I'm hoarding them up here. 3. Who said I needed it? You need one? Someone else needs one over here. Anybody else need one? You have one. You need one? Oh. Okay. So what was the total? I take 42.50. Oh, no, I don't have a calculator. Oh, yes. Bottom of the bag. All right, 42.50 minus 130 is what? -87.50. So divide by -8.75. And y has to be, looks like that comes out to 10. Right? That's -87.50 divided by -8.75. So what does that mean? I should write out my final answer to this application problem. 10 is the y. So I got 10 sodas, and that leaves 3 pizzas. I don't think 3 pizzas would feed a basketball team? How many pizzas would it take to feed a basketball team? 6. You think 3? I don't know. A high school basketball team? Only 3 pizzas? Yeah, they can probably eat a half a pizza at least themselves. So 6 pizzas, maybe? I don't know. Okay, so this next one is almost the same exact setup. Evan is counting money from the football game. Kenneth charged $5 for adults and $3 for students. There's a total of that number 3,000, and they sold 945 tickets. How many people do you think actually attend our football games? Does that seem reasonable? Yeah, that's probably too much, right? How many students do you think go? 200? You think less than that? To a football game on a Friday night? 200 students? I think so. Between high school and middle school students, 200 students, but that would be 700 adults. I don't really know. Anyway, I just made this up. 945 tickets were sold. So how many adults and how many students attended the game? So see if you can write out your 2 equations. X is going to represent the number of, I don't know, I'll say that that's the number of adults tickets, and Y is the number of student tickets. See if you can write out your 2 equations. They're going to look exactly like they did in problem 1. So what's the total number and what's the total price? So total number of people attending the game was 945, right? So X plus Y equals 945. Are you all set? She answered your questions?
Yeah, I wrote down.
Okay. And do you need any more CAs or what do you think? Okay, because I think there's CA2s on there. Okay, thanks. Sure. And then what's my second equation? Each adult ticket cost 5 and each student ticket cost 3, and I took in 3,639. Do you guys want to try this one by elimination, or does someone want to see substitution on this one? Does that look right? X plus Y is 945. 5x plus 3y is 3639. So does anybody like substitution better? You do, Ruchi? So would you solve for x or y in that top equation? Minus the x to the other side. So let's do this one by substitution, or you can tune me out for a minute and just do elimination yourself, and we should get to the same answer. But just to review substitution, I'll do Rushi's suggestion. Subtract x to the other side. So y equals 945 minus x. Right? So where am I going to put that circled y equals 945 minus x is going to go into that other equation where I see the y. So I just like to draw an arrow. I'm going to put that right in this equation for that y. So I'm going to rewrite the bottom equation. So I'd still have 5x plus 3, 945 minus x equals 3639. So you should be able to do the distributive property and then solve for x. So see if you can do the distributive property and solve for x, or if you're doing elimination, see if you can do elimination. I'm going to give you a minute or two to try it because I really want you to hopefully get through it. You have this? Oh, you're just multitasking. Too shy. Finish it. Right. X should come up to an integer because I can't have half of a person coming to the game. So I'd have 5x plus, what's 945 times 3? 2835 minus 3x equals 3639. Kind of ran out of room here. 2x equals, so I'm going to take 3639 and subtract 28, 35, 804. I just did 2 steps in one. I took 5x minus 3x, I got 2x, and then I have to subtract this to the other side of the equation. So I subtracted that 28 number to the other side of the equation. Yeah, so 402 is x. So what does that mean? There were 402 adults, and then I would just subtract off to figure out the number of students, right? So I'd take 945 and subtract 402. So does that sound like 543? Does that sound right? 543 students and 402 adults. So that's the kind of problem that you're going to get on the quiz, is something where there's a total number of items, a total amount of money, and you have to figure out like how much of each item, because that's the one that we've set up the most. On the unit test, I might ask you like a different type of application problem. So for example, number 3 on here, I think is a good one because it's a geometry type of problem. Again, you could probably just guess and check. Supplementary angles add up to 180. So you know that one of the angles is like maybe 100 and the other one is 80. Or one of them would be 10, the other one would have to be 170. They're telling you that the larger angle is equal to 2 times the smaller angle plus 10. So let's do it using a system of equations. Just to practice again. So I'm going to call x the larger angle, and I'm going to call y the smaller angle, because you have to figure out what are you going to let x and y represent in this problem.